work a couple of these problems for you, and then you'll have the remainder of class to finish it up. So we are completing the square. A lot of these will probably factor, but you need to complete the square in all of them. The first step is always moving the constant to the other side. So that would give us p squared plus 14p, leave a space, equals 38. And then I create a factor that is to the second power. What goes in the factor? Plus 7. So plus 7. If 7 is my factor, what is my perfect square? Plus 49, plus 49. 38 and 49 makes 80, 87. Okay. Now we take the square root. X plus 7 equals plus or minus. 87 is not a perfect square. 3 goes into it. How many times does 3 go into 87? 3 and 29, and 29 is prime. So can I pull anything out? This is 3 times 27. Wait. Did you say 29 or 27? 29. Okay. And 29 is prime. So do I have any pairs? No, so it doesn't simplify. So it's just plus or minus the square root of 87. Now I subtract 7. Can the 7 and the root 87 mix? No, so the answer is just negative 7 plus or minus the square root of 87. Okay. So now look at number 9. So number 9 does not equal 0, but that's okay. We could move the 7 over here, and then it would equal 0, but what would my next step be? To move whatever's there back to the other side. So I might as well just skip that step and add 91 over here. And I get r squared minus 4r, leave a space, equals 98. Okay. So what is my factor? Negative 2. To the second, what's my perfect square? Not negative 4, it's always positive. Because it's negative 2 times negative 2, which is positive 4. So that's 102. Now I take the square root. R minus 2. We need to factor 102. 2 and 51. 51 is divisible by 3. Is it 17? So I have a 2, a 3, and a 17. Does that simplify? No. So this is equals plus or minus the square root of 102. And don't forget, if this 102 would have been negative, then I would have pulled out an I. That'll happen on some of the problems. So I add 2. R equals 2 plus or minus the square root of 102. Okay, turn the page. Now notice on the back side, the honor students will do 17 through 24. Yeah, they're harder to do. And non-honor students will just do the first 4 problems. But there's something tricky about number 14. It's backwards. What do I need to do in order to create the correct setup? I can't complete the square this way. It won't work. Well, I could move the n squared over here, but then it would be negative, and that's a problem. So I'd have to change all the signs. And then I'd have to move the 40 to the other side, which is not what I want. What I need is the n squared and the n to be on the same side, and I need the n squared to be positive. So I'm just going to move the 18n over here. Okay? And then I'll let you solve that one. Take a look at number 15. What do I need to do with 15? Good. I want to divide by 5 to begin with. So k squared equals 60 minus, oops, not 60. What is that, 12? 12 minus 4k. Now what do I need to do? I need to move the 4k to the other side. So it will be k squared plus 4k, and then I leave a space, equals 12. And then you can just solve that like the others. Yeah, so you need your squared term and your regular variable term on the same side, and you want the constant on the other side. Okay? The answers, if you don't get done today, the answers are online. If you go to this assignment, click on it. The first 2 pages are the worksheet, and the second 2 pages are the answers. But I will leave the answers right here. So you can just come up here and scroll this. Well, this is 7 plus or minus root 87. So they just wrote them out, and we're lazy. We just write them together. So either way, it doesn't matter. Okay, good luck.